Behold, the mystical gemstone, the opal. Hey Tubies, it's Lord Ision. Well, welcome to Wednesday. It's Wiccan Wednesday. And I'm sitting here and I'm studying my mystical gemstone. This is my blue fire opal. Isn't that lovely? We're going to talk about the opal today. But before we get into that, I just want to first of all say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's live stream and to the video since then. We had live stream messages from the spirit world yesterday where I answered psychic questions for viewers. So if you didn't see that, check it out. It's in the queue right before this video. Well, welcome to Wednesday. That's right. We're going to talk about the opal today. And this is, I have to be honest with you, this is not a stone I've been very familiar with until recently. I mean, I've known opals exist, but I was never into them or knew really much about them. But one day I was shopping online, as I'm guilty of doing, and I was looking up gemstones, and this stone appeared in my listing. I said, oh my gosh, what is it? And I looked, I said, I think that's an opal. Well, it's set in sterling silver. And I said, wow, this is really beautiful. And I said, I've never really considered wearing an opal. Well, I went ahead and bought it, took a chance. I said, well, you know what you're going to do. So I bought this opal. And I got to tell you, when I got it, I love it. I'm totally crazy about opals. Anyways, to give you some ideas of what we're talking about, this is just one opal. There are a lot of different types of opal stones. Opals can actually come in many colors. They can be white opals. A lot of times the white opals have a lot of different colors in them. They're called fire opals. This is a fire opal, so it's a little more blue. Opals can be white or blue or yellow or green, practically really any color. They even have black opals. Let me show you some color, some opals up here of color. So check these out, these various opals. These are some opal stones. So as you can see, there are a variety of different opals. Now what's really fascinating is, as you saw in those pictures, some of those stones are in their raw form. Literally, when opals come out of the ground, they literally look like you see them already in jewelry. So they don't require a lot of cutting and shaping to look beautiful. They already come out with that phosphorescent glow. And that's what makes them powerful and mystical, because they literally, it's like they contain fire within. That's why they're called fire opals. Now, as you saw in those pictures, you can wear it as a pendant, you can wear it as a ring, you can even just have a loose opal that you carry with you. So it's a very powerful stone. And the way opals are formed, it's really interesting. They're made of silica dioxide. And basically what that is, it's the product of the runoff of water that interacts with sandstone. That's right. So, like, for example, if you had an area where there are a lot of cliffs or, jagged cliffs, there might be a stream nearby or a lot of rain. Well, sometimes the water will run down through the crevices and the cracks of sandstone formations. And what happens is it washes away some of the sandstone, it gets mixed with the water, and it settles down at the bottom of the crevices as like a silt. Well, eventually that water evaporates over time, and then with geological pressure and stuff, opals form out of that. So in terms of geology, they're actually very simple stone, mostly silica, oxygen, and water. And so for this reason, they're considered to be a water stone. So a lot of people say, well, I thought opal's a fire stone. Well, I suppose one could, if you feel very drawn to it, you could relate to it as a fire stone, because they do call it a fire opal in the jewelry trade. But technically, by historical magical properties, opal is known as a water stone. So whether you use it as a fire stone or a water stone, I think it's up to you, honestly. But they even sell some opals that you can buy that have water, like droplets of water actually trapped inside the stone. So it's very interesting. this stone. Very fascinating. I myself associate with water because I've always, for some reason, felt it was watery. And if you look at this blue one that I have, it does look kind of watery, doesn't it? It's got the fire in it, but it's like looking into a pool of water. It's very glassy. Opals are very glass-like. And so, yeah, opals are really amazing stones. Now, for those of you who are drawn to it, especially for the zodiac signs, the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are the signs that can really work with this stone to an advantage. So if you're one of those signs, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, you might want to try working with this stone as a magical tool or just as a protection charm, because it will really enhance your psychic abilities in a big way. And we're going to talk about the psychic properties of this stone in just a minute. But what's interesting is, and I don't understand how this part comes in, but the sun sign, the zodiac sign of Libra, this is its birthstone. One of the birthstones for Libra is the opal. So I'm not sure where that comes from, because the only thing I can think of is that because some people interpret it as a fire stone, Libra is an air sign, and it may be that it gives, fire and air and stimulate each other. So maybe for Libras, that's why it's recommended as a stone. But I find it a little strange because, well, also I guess you could say it's a water stone because water and air and water stimulate each other as well. I don't know, but I find it strange that it's a water stone, but it's assigned to Libra, which is an air sign. Maybe some of you who are Libras can share with me your insights of if you use the stone or relate to it and how that affects you as a Libra. I'm very curious about that. But this stone, whether you're a water sign or an air sign, it's actually considered a powerful and mystical stone. Now, there is a rumor going around. I don't believe it personally, but some magical people say that if you're not a Libra or a water sign, that to wear an opal is bad luck, that only the signs that are attuned to water or Libra can wear it. I don't really believe that because I've been wearing an opal now for the last few months and it's brought me a lot of blessing. So what are the magical powers of opal? Well, opal helps open cosmic consciousness. It helps open clairvoyance and visions and channeling abilities. So if you've been wanting to kind of connect to the cosmos, to get a message, to tune to the messages in your life, opal is supposedly a stone that will help with awakening to the messages of the cosmos. I actually think it's true. I can tell you, since I started wearing opal, I feel that my channeling has improved, my ability to channel information faster and quicker. So for me, now I'm an Aquarius, which is an air sign, and I'm like Libra, so this is not naturally my stone for my sign, but I am an air sign like Libra, and since it's a sign of Libra, maybe all air signs can use it as well. But I've read mostly it's a water sign stone. But, no matter what your sign, it's also claimed to help with psychic vision. Now, the cool thing is I've actually used this gemstone to go into it as a scrying device. And I think that's where they get some of the vision, because if you actually go into an opal, let me bring it up close here. It's very deep and mystical. And I think it makes a cool scrying device. I think when I look into some opals, it's like looking into the space as well. It's like looking into the cosmos, like the stars and the galaxy clusters. So I don't know. I think it could be a scrying device, maybe a scrying to other worlds, like, space, out in space, other cosmic, situations, star systems. I think it can be used for all of those. So, I'm not really one who believes the old mythology that it's only for certain signs. I think if you feel drawn to it, if you feel called to it, you should try it and work with it. That's what I think, okay? So anyways, I want to bring it to you today to show it to you. Now, as I said, it comes in many different colors. And so find the one that speaks to you. You know what? I forgot to bring it here. I have also a black opal and a green opal. Let me get those and show those to you. Hold on just one moment. Now, for those of you who are interested in opals, you don't just have to have a blue one like I have. This is actually a black opal from Australia. Now, it doesn't show up here on camera well because I don't have the best lighting, but this black opal stone, if you look at it in person, it's got little sparkles inside of it like a rainbow, similar to my blue opal. For some reason, my camera's not showing it. It looks just plain black, but it's actually got some amazing deep colors and sparkles within it. So black opal, very powerful mystical stone. I would recommend black opal if you need protection. This is a stone that I think is particularly strong for protection, black opal. Now, I also have a little tiny green opal. Opals can be green as well. So this is hard to show. I don't have it on a chain yet, but it's a little green opal. This would be good for prosperity magic, you know, have a little green opal. How wonderful, it just sparkles and shimmers. Opals, as you turn them, you'll see the different colors. They kind of refract colors because the silica material bends light. So they're very prismatic. That's the word, prismatic. So, and here again is my powerful mystical blue opal. Now I have to tell you, opals are not cheap. They do run the price range. You can buy ones that are affordable. I think for this black opal, this one wasn't that much money. I think I paid about $14 or $15 for it. It's not the highest grade opal, but it's beautiful. Now, most opals come from down under in Australia. So for any of my Australian followers, you guys got the kind of the corner on the market on opals. And so if I come down to Australia to visit, you know PsychicBob going to be shopping for opals in Australia because down there you can get some of those amazing opals. And I imagine the prices are a little better than they are up here in North America. Now, if you can't afford a real opal, but you still love the look, I got to tell you something. They make fake opals. And the fake ones look almost as good as the real ones. In fact, this is a fake opal. This is a gift that I bought my goddess. As many of you know, I worship the goddess Isis. And this is a pendant that I bought for her. Let's see if I can bring it closer. At Walmart. Or not Walmart, at Hobby Lobby. It was in the jewelry department. Now, it's not a real opal. It's actually made of like a lucite material. I don't think it's glass. Lucite. But it looks very much like a real opal. It's got a lot of that fire in it. You know, but it's not set in a real silver. It's set in an alloy metal. But, you know, I saw this and I thought, what a beautiful pendant. I thought at first it was a real opal because it looks so real. Let's see if I can get up here. Like there you can see a little better. Can you see that? See how it sparkles? So I bought this and I gave it to my statue, Isis, the goddess Isis. So she wears this, you know, as a gift from me. So, you know, look around. You can find imitation opals, like costume jewelry opals. And I tell you, the fakes today really look good. They look almost as good as the originals, honestly. So don't kill yourself. If you draw into the stone, you know, it's nice to have the real stone because I think natural gems carry, you know, natural vibration that the fake ones don't necessarily carry. But if you just want one that looks cool that you can wear around, you know, you could buy a fake opal like this one. I think this opal cost like literally $3. I think that's all. It was like $2.99. Okay, it's fake, but it's beautiful. And so you could buy a fake opal. This is how you can work with it. So you might say, well, it doesn't have the magic of the real opal. It doesn't have the water power, the fire power. But you know what? You could cast a spell and make it a protection charm. Because remember, you can empower any jewelry with protective magic. And, you know, the fake ones, I tell you, I can go into them for scrying. Now, I may not go as far and as deep as with the real opal simply because I do think that there is something inherently magical to the gemstone. But you can still use it as a portal opener. And you can put protection magic on it. So you could wear, you know, a fake opal and still get a blessing from it, you know. There's an ancient saying that somebody said, and I don't remember who this was. I think it was a Buddhist monk, but they said, even a fake relic can produce miracles. And what they meant by that is, okay, even if, like, I think the story was that there was a monk who had a bone of the Buddha, a sacred relic, a piece of the Buddha's clothing or his bone or something. And anyways, the monks, when he showed it to other monks, they discovered it really was not real. It was a fake relic. But the monk who had the fake relic, he was like, but I've had miracles from this. I've prayed before it and people have been healed who touched it. And so I think that this points to the truth of magic. Magical power, though it exists in natural things like gemstones and there's earth power, even fake opals can be charged with enough faith and power to work magic. So if you can't afford a real opal and you're saying, gee, Bob, I tried to buy, I can't afford it, it's too expensive. Get a fake opal, charge it with your magic and make it special. I think that's where the real magic is. Well, guys, listen, I just want to share that with you today. I hope it gives you a little insight to opals. And tell me in the box below, do you own an opal? Have you ever worn an opal? Do you have a real opal or even a fake opal? Any type of opal. I would love to hear about it. And if you're from Australia, down under, tell me, do you know about the big opal trade in Australia? Is that a big stone like I've heard down there? Tell me about that too. All right, guys, let's have a discussion. Put your comments in the box below, please. Listen, thank you for being here. If you've enjoyed this today, help me out. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. Post this on your Facebook. Help get out the word about Spirit Channel. I really need your help because YouTube has stopped distributing my videos. I'm being demonetized and blocked. They don't like Psychic Bob for some reason. Anyways, I need your help. So please like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. Hit subscribe and make sure to hit the bell so you get updates, maybe. A lot of my subs have hit the bell and they said they're still not getting updates. So I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to do. This is how it is these days. But anyways, help me out as much as you can. Tell people about what I do and encourage them to come to my channel. Show them where it's at and help them to join. I'd like to get to 20,000 subs before long. I was almost at 20,000 about a year ago, and then they knocked 1,000 subs off, so I had to start over. So anyways, I hope you'll help me out. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. Tomorrow is Thursday. By the way, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And be back here tomorrow because I'm going to have a special Thanksgiving Day message for all of you. So I hope you'll join us then. I love all of you. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for Thanksgiving. I love you all. And may you always blessed be.